Let's talk a little bit about that. How do you work with women in your community to make sure that they're taking care of themselves? How do you incorporate that in your own life?
So much to say, so many thoughts. If I hadn't already been investing in headspace, in mindfulness, in yoga and movement, in how to keep my body healthy and how to keep, you know, the right nutrition in my body, how would I have even gotten through, the loss of my mother?
Okay.
And I think it's not just about a superficial pill, and Instagram or, influencers might try to make us think that, oh, if I do you know, a yoga routine, watch a yoga routine on my phone, I can breathe better. That's not what it's about. Are we taking time and space for ourselves? And as an example, I am in a medical device because I had a bad ski injury late season. So, I don't know, 4 months ago at this point, 5 months ago, I had a couple of surgeries because there was a complication. And I'm PT 3 time clinic twice a week,
Wow.
showing up for myself. And what does that mean? I'm not just working. I'm working, but I'm finding time for myself. And this stuff isn't easy. But every time you go through something tough, difficult, every time you say, I am going to learn from that, I am going to take the reset, I'm going to take the space, skills, tools. And for me, it's simple as, and it's not easy, but it's as simple as understanding, the boundary and continuing to exercise them and saying, you know what, I need to go do some yoga in the backyard with my dog who's going to cuddle me a little bit while I do it. It's going to take early meetings. And yes, right now, 8 a.m. Mountain Time is early for me, which I took with Deb today because it was worth it. Because I wake up and I say, well, this is my routine and I'm going to go on that walk and I'm going to have my mindful coffee. No, I'm not going to listen to other people that say you can't have a coffee. Like, do what you want to do for you and appreciate it and find the gratitude in, how you show up and what that day looks like. And I think the way that I operate, which is really different than how I used to, is I find that space and I find that balance within myself so that when I show up, to the workplace, when I show up or I'm at a grocery store and somebody else is in a bad mood, their bad mood isn't going to get me because I'm already in a good place. The precipice of you're just running around and you haven't taken that time, of course you're going to get upset. Of course your day is going to be ruined when somebody honks at you or whatever the thing happens. But by showing up professionally and throughout my life, right, in this way, I've given others permission and I've given them, something where they'll start talking about the thing. Wow, Natalie, you sharing on loss, you sharing about the headspace, you sharing about your time off. Now I can do the thing. Thank you, right? And just by showing up differently and having the conversations with whether it's people that I've hired and people that, I'm doing fractional work with or people that, are investing with me, it changes everything. And what's incredible is because we haven't been paid, it's all been so referral, organic, word of mouth, or I'll speak on a panel and I speak like myself. I'm not, trying to emulate some, man before me, but it's, hey, crying when you listen, but I'm going to tell you things that hopefully are going to change your day and maybe your life, right? And it's not just about optimizing for our wallets and the investments. Smart decisions, smart investments, but what are you doing for you? And it shouldn't just be working every day. And I think as women especially, we're pulled in so many directions. If we don't learn that, what are we doing to invest in ourselves and to take that space? I mean, we're just going to crumble. And hey, the leg's a good lesson, right? I was
Yeah.
skiing too hard late season and it was a lot of fun. Could have been worse. But it's that lesson always of, all right, slow down, take the reset. So I, only about a year ago that I was neurodiverse, taking, time and space, holding that and saying, okay. And I never got upset. And by the way, I never got depressed about the leg injury that takes a year to get back to sports for.